welcome back to my channel. Today's topic is the radiographic image interpretation RTFI. You can see here that several images of the different types of defects. You can easily understand from the joint preparation or joint configuration which type of defects in the radiograph image. So you can interpret the film. After that, you can understand that which type of defect is there. So definitely you can enjoy this video, and this is very important video. This every image is very important, what type of defect is there, and you can learn so many things. So let's start. So this is radiographic interpretation of weld. The first image you can see here. So this is very important. You can see the joint, how it looks like, and if it is joint any welder done by like this, so definitely this is lack of root penetration. You can see here the root is not penetrated properly, means it is not penetrated at all. So you can see this is the radiographic image, how it will become. So that portion will become from for the radiographic lack of root penetration. You can see here from here to here on the black mark is coming. So this area is not done penetration has not been done. So this is the defect. This is called the lack of root penetration. You can find, we have to find out, and you have to understand the defect, what is the defect from the image. So image is showing this type of defect, means this is lack of root penetration. You see here the second image, you can see here in the root portion one side fused properly and the other side is not fused. It's not fused properly. So this is lack of root fusion. The fusion has not done by the welder. So they did not, maybe he is not the qualified welder. So how it's look like? As a thick line you can see here. The first image, it is likely thick border of the thick line, black line, and you can see the lack of root fusion. You can see here, this is the one line is there one side. This is middle, lack of root penetration. You can see here the middle of the weld. This is lack of root penetration, and if you see the lack of root fusion, this is the side one. This is the face portion. It is not fused. So at one side, means this side, the right hand side, it is fused properly, so the it is holding is okay. But if you see the left hand side, that the fused has not been done. So you can see the mark is here, the black mark, the straight. This is lack of root fusion. So you can see here radiographic interpretation of welds. You can this type of penetration. If you see the image, this is excess penetration and this is the piping. One type of defect is there, piping. This defect you can see here. This is the image. This is done by the MAG process. This is also two things are there in this image. You can see here. In the image, you have to understand. One is, you can see here, lack of root fusion. One side is lack of root fusion. Fusion has not been done properly. So the black image. Another is the lack of root fusion with misalignment. You say the misalignment. In the misalignment, what is the major defect? Major image will become the density. If there is a misalignment, definitely it will come the density different. You can see here density here and here, it is total different. And you can see here the lack of root fusion. Fusion also you can see here, lack of root fusion has not been done. You see here, if this is this type of image, you can see in the radiograph, definitely it is the excess root penetration. This is the white image, means the thickness of the, you can see here, this is one thickness. When the radiograph will be done, this is your thickness, but suddenly it will increase the thickness, so you can see the density difference. This white portion, definitely it is a excessive root penetration. So you should understand that this is this type of defect. If it is there, then it will be excessive root penetration. If you see this is the white one, means excessive root penetration. You can see the white image, like more white, the density. If you see the black, the same thing is the back, means concave root. Root is the concave portion, means this is not fused properly. This is like concave root. So the black portion will come like this. If this is the image, if you see in the any radiograph image, definitely it is a concave root. So this is unacceptable. You cannot accept this radiograph. This is the cluster porosity. If you see in the image, any of the radiographic image, the black, so many dots black like that, so it is the cluster porosity. It is the defect flow side. And if you see in the image, like this is the portion, you see the black in the like circle. This is circle and this is, you can see the black hole like this. So how it's, you see the Burnthrough. Burnthrough is the very important, that this defect, everybody know, those are working as the welding inspector or welder or the welding supervisor. This is very important, the Burnthrough. Excessive current, it is supplied to the electrode, and definitely if it is excessive current, then current is more, the amperage will be more, then it will be Burnthrough will be happen in the joint. So this looks like this type of image. This is, everybody knows, if you see the welding image and the radiograph image, you can see here the cap undercut. The cap undercut, this looks like, this is the radiography interpretation of Weld, and this is the undercut, is the undercut, cap undercut. This is the cap undercut. You can see here how it looks like. This is the wormhole piping. You see, can you find out the wormhole piping? You can see here. This is the black one. This is the wormhole piping. Grinding marks on parent plate. You can see the grinding marks on the parent plate. Cap undercut intermittent. So you can see the grinding marks. Where you can find out the grinding mark? You can see here. You can see here the grinding mark, and this area. This is the cap undercut. This is the cap undercut intermittent. Intermittent means maybe it is 10 mm. After that it is okay. Then again 10 mm. Say like that. You see here undercut. You see here undercut. You see here undercut. And the grinding marks, you see here grinding marks, how it looks like. This is the grinding mark, this is the grinding marks, and this is the concave root also is the concave. Blowhole piping, you see the blowhole, this is the blowhole piping, how it looks like in the image. This is the blowhole. And the hard stamping, you see hard stamping, how it looks like. This is the hard stamping. Maybe you know the very well that after welding finish there should be identification mark, then it should be done by the hard stamping. So this is, you can see in the radiographic image, a blowhole piping also. And this is, you can see, already discussed, lack of root fusion. You see the lack of root fusion, it is not from here to here, the root has not fused properly. So the black mark, you can see the one thin black mark, you see here in the image. Grinding marks on the parent plate. The porosity, you can see here. This is a parent plate, in the porosity is here. This is undercut, root undercut. You see root undercut. You can understand the root undercut, where it will become. This is your parent plate, and this is the capping end position. And the root, definitely it will become inside, some the inside. You see, if you see image in this area, definitely it will become root undercut. And you see arch type. This is arch type. You can see, and this is porosity, definitely. So image, you have to check the image and you have to understand what is the actual defect is there. Root undercut, you see here, there is undercut, one side fused properly, but this side fused properly, but more current has been supplied to this joint in the electrode. That's why the perimetal has been melted. So perimetal melted, but it is not joined properly with weld metal. So this undercut has been done. Undercut has been. This is root undercut. You see the joint how it looks like. The root portion is okay, the face already melted, but you see the cap portion, this is concave. This is incomplete field group, you can tell. This should be another this type of field shall be done at the capping position. So, but this is not done by the welder. So this is called incomplete field group. You can see the density is different. If the density is different, the black in the two sides here and here. So this is called incomplete field group. If you see the crack like longitudinal crack, not this side, you can see like this like this. This is your joint from here to here. So this type of longitudinal crack. This longitudinal crack, how it looks like, this is your image and you can see this is the crack. This is a thin layer of the black mud. Cap undercut intermittent. You see here the cap undercut here, then here, then here. Means this portion is okay. Then again root undercut, cap undercut, then again cap undercut. You see this portion okay. This is cap undercut. The slag line you can see here. This is here the slag line, the black thick mark here. This is the slag line. So this is the cap undercut intermittent. How it looks like in the image and the slag line. Same here the slag line, you can see in the root there is a slag. The welder has not been cleaned properly. This is slag line. The poor stop start means this is, if you see this type of image means poor stop start. Means the welder has been finished the electrode, one electrode maybe this position. After that then again start from here the another electrode. So this portion is very important. This portion has been melted properly with the previous welding. So this has not been done properly. It looks like poor stop start. And this is slag line. You can see the slag line how it looks like. This is the slag is there inside. You see from here to here continuous slag. This is called elongated slag lines. This is called elongated slag lines. Means the slag is continuously in the joint from here to here continuously you see. You see the misalignment, linear misalignment. You see this is the level, but you can see the fitter has been done the joint not properly. So this is misalignment. If there is a misalignment, definitely there should be the density difference. You can see the density difference, density, linear misalignment. This is joint is everything is okay, but there is slag is there. This slag has not been cleaned properly. So how it look like in the image? You can see here. This is one line continuously from here to here. This is called the lack of sidewall fusion. Sidewall fusion has not been done properly. So slag is generated here. This is cracking. I already told this is longitudinal cutting. It's like that. Transverse cracking is like that. So transverse cracking it looks like that way. Longitudinal it will be this way, and transverse is this way. So the crack is look like this way. This is cap undercut intermediate. You can see also here. This is the cap undercut in 1, 2, 3 portion. This is intermittent means one portion is okay, another is some distance is okay. Then again cap undercut intermediate. Slag inclusion. You can see the here slag. This is the root piping. The root piping. This is the root piping. So this is the defect you have to understand from the image. This is how it looks like. Lack of sidewall fusion plus slag. Lack of sidewall fusion is there. I already told this to this image. This image. Where is that image? You see here. Lack of sidewall fusion. I already told this is only lack of sidewall fusion. But if it is lack of sidewall fusion plus slag, so it should be like this way image. Lack of sidewall fusion plus slag. Also this type of image you can see in the lack of sidewall fusion plus slag. You can see fusion has not been done. Lack of root penetration. You see this joint is clearly shown that penetration has not been done. Also the burn through. You see down through it looks like this way. Means like a hole. If it is a hole, but if you can see that this will be the black color. You see cluster porosity throughout the weld. You see the throughout the weld there is a cluster porosity. You see star cracks. This is called the star, like star, and then you see it is definitely it is happen in the stop and start area. Scatter crack that is or star crack. You can see in the cap area you can find out this type of defect. This hole is called the wormholes. You see the wormholes it looks like this way. So this is called wormhole. Do you see anything else? Yes, hard stamping. You can see the hard stamping also it is coming in the radiographic image if it is mentioned in the weld joint. You see this crack. This crack is happen in this area continuously in the parent plate. So you can see the cap area, there is the parent plate, there is a crack. So this is called the, you can see the parent and the hedge zone. This is your hedge area, 25 mm, it is the hedge area. So in the hedge area there is a crack. So it looks like this way, this is called the hedge crack. So you can see this joint is clearly mentioned lack of root penetration. Penetration has not been done. Copper inclusion, you can see here the copper inclusion, the white, and the lack of root penetration also here. This type of image if it is there. Same here, the density is more. So what type of defect? This is the excessive root penetration is more. The undercut is the root undercut. This is the root undercut. Under root undercut, how you can find out? This is the cap. This area is the cap. You can see this is area the cap. In the very few inside, you can see if it is like that, the black one, definitely it is the root undercut or root fusion. This is the crater cracks plus crater pipe. This type of defect, it is the whole stop and start area. This is start and stop of the welding area. Definitely you can find out this type of defect. Crater cracks plus crater pipe. And this is the black portion, means there is no weld metal. So you should also understand this is the black portion, it means weld, maybe they forget the weld like this. This is penetration, you can see it is easily understandable. Lack of root penetration. This is the root undercut, you see root undercut, and this is the unfused filler wire. This is the filler wire they already done by the welder, but they did not remove properly, and they are not skilled welder, so it is not fused with the current metal or previous welding material. So and they are not remove this one, so this is one type of defect, and definitely the joint will not be acceptable. You can see the excessive penetration. Same here, excessive penetration with the joint, how it looks like the white one. The white one, the excessive penetration has been done. Flash weld, the weld has been flashed. It's too much flashed, and it looks like the black one. So flash weld. Silica inclusion, you can see here the inside how this is looks like this way. If it is image, if it is looks like that, definitely it will be a metal active gas process, MAGOLD. This is called silica inclusion. You see here the cluster periodicity, how it looks like in the image. You see so many pores in the images, so it looks like that. So this is, you can see the in the joint, in the two side undercut, here is undercut, two sides undercut is there, and the arch strike, you can see the arch strike in the joint. The pyramidal, if you see this type of defect, this type of marks in the images, so definitely it is the arch strike. You can see anything else in the joint. You see here, this is the spatter debris, the white one, all the white one, the spatter debris, and the root penetration is the, you can see the excessive, the white image is coming in the radiograph. So this is excessive root penetration. This is the gas pore. You can see the gas pore, and this is the piping defect. You understand, this is the root undercut. In the root undercut, you see here the cap is here and the root undercut is here. So this is, you understand, the 1, 2, 3 already discussed this type of defect. If you can see in the root, this is the definitely Burnthrough. Root penetration has not been done from here to here, so lack of root penetration. Also here to here, and then you can see the white one like this. If you can see in the MAC process, definitely it is a slag inclusion. So this is the defect in the 43 pages. If the defect is there, this is very important defect in the welds, and in this image, if you study very well, you can understand and you can own radiograph and interpret the welding image or radiographing image very well. So hope you understand all the pictures, image of the radiograph. If you have any questions or query, just send me one comment, then I will explain to you. Thanks for watching the video. Please like, share and subscribe my channel to get the regular updates. I need your comments in the YouTube comment box, so it will be very helpful for me. I can understand and know which type of video you need, so you can give comment to me. I'll make at that basis videos. Thanks a lot.